half of my job is already done. So what I'll do is I'll just repeat what she said, but just elaborate it further. I think we'll have the slides. So how many of you here want to be an entrepreneur, are pursuing anything entrepreneurial? Anybody who is doing into business, please raise your hand. Entrepreneurship, business. Any kids who want to do something in entrepreneurship? Right? Yeah, super. Next. Super, that's me here. So again, my topic is second generation. You know, it's a very fancy word. People think first, what would you think listening to second generation? You know, people think he might be so privileged, right? He might be a spoiled brat, or might be a peddler of nepotism. So, but you know, in this open era today, while you know I happen to join my company, I wish that you know we could change this terminology. And why do we need to frame a mindset into any sort of entrepreneur like first gen or second gen? So that's where my first learning of the business came. So that first learning, yeah. So any businesses, or you be it first generation or second generation, you need to make your own place. Privileges just go up till certain limit. So सबसे पहली चीज मैं बिजनेस में क्या सीखा पता है? The most important thing in a business is you need to first win the confidence of the team within, and then only you will be able to prove something outside. So सबसे पहले तुम्हें जो करना है ना, वो अपनी टीम को कॉन्फिडेंस में लाओ. Make sure that they feel that this guy is here to complement his father, not compete him. ऐसा उनको लगना चाहिए that this guy is a younger generation person who is going to add fuel, he's going to add energy to the company, and he's going to run with us and not above us. So that was the first learning that आप पहले internal जगह करो अपनी. ये तो मैंने बात करी second generation की, but let me take back to you know where Gulab Oil started. So technically Gulab Oils was started by my father, Mr. Mukesh Nathwani, in 1992. He was a gold medalist in his college days from 84. And from 92 till 2011, till when I joined, not officially, I was in my college, but unofficially I joined. In that time, since 92, he came from Saurashtra, a small town in Mangrol in Junagadh district. He came to Ahmedabad thinking कि मेरे को गुजरात को बहुत ही अच्छा सिंगतेल खिलाना है. That's all. So that one thought, and he felt that मेरे को एक अच्छी चीज खिलानी है. That's it, nothing else. So he came from Mangrol to Ahmedabad, set up a small plant, set up a small store in Kalupur, where we still sit. That's where I first learned my early days of communication. What the crowd said, what people loved about the brand, what were we doing good, what we were doing wrong. So he started in 92, 96 में सबसे पहली फैक्ट्री की साइंस सिटी अहमदाबाद में. 2001 we did in Rajkot. 2007 was the first time we diversified from groundnut oil to first, second, हमारी सबसे पहली second product into cotton seed oil. Because at that time, edible oil market was tumbling. लोग natural oil से refined oils तरफ जा रहे थे. And that's when my father felt that it's time to diversify. So he diversified into cotton seed oil, जो boom हो रहा था. And in 2011, I just finished my school days. Also telling a little bit about my school days. Sarang sir is here, he was one of my teachers back then. I was a tennis player. So, going to school was one thing, but also playing for the school and represented the state, #1 Gujarat state player, represent national, also went to US. And one fine day I had to decide whether to pursue a career in my tennis or what should I follow my father's footsteps and join the business. And in 18, while I had to join the college, I decided that I should be going in my family business, I should join my father, but not as he wanted me to be, because I had a lot of my learnings, I saw the world, you know, I thought I'll add value in the business, and that's what was the first thing that you had to do in the business. So next. First thing and the second thing, yeah. So unlearning is the main thing that I realized that इतने एक legacy business में आप जब जा रहे हो ना, तब ऐसा हो जाता है that there are strict rules everybody is following, that there is a type of speed that everybody wants to work with. पापा का ये style था, this is what we want to do, we will just focus on groundnut oil, we will not do anything else. तब जाके मैंने सोचा कि सबसे पहले सबको unlearning पे कराना पड़ेगा, that here let's do something else. मेरे ऑफिस में भी लोग फोन उठाते थे तो बोलते थे हेलो गुलाब सिंह तिलमासी बोलो. So I said we are not just a groundnut oil player, we are into 7 other edible oils. By this time we launched cottonseed, sunflower, corn and everything in the first 3-4 years while I joined. My father was very cool that he was like at his pace. I want to grow but at a decent pace. While I said no, now there is not one person, there are two people. Let's grow faster, let's evolve quicker. We need to pace it up. It's not the same old speed. And let me tell you, by that time, 2014-15, the company was grossing at 500 CR, 500 crores, and we were in Ahmedabad, we were in Rajkot, and we were some other cities also. But we were not there in Surat, we were not there in Bombay, we were not there in other cities of Gujarat, and that's when I thought, we should pace it up. Let's go, let's do 10 things at the same time. We can't go slow. आज के ज़माने में time is everything, guys. मैं हर बार एक चीज़ ही मानता हूँ that change, the next topic which is my change, change is not optional anymore. You have to change quicker than your peers. आपके जो opposition, आपके जो competitors है, वो जो speed से change करे, आपको उसे fast change करना पड़ता है. Change also has to be now quicker, it can't be slow. And that's what we bring in on table. My first campaign that I did was not of groundnut oil, it was of sunflower oil. Where we told people that we don't want to sell groundnut oil, we want to sell sunflower oil, and we'll be known as a multi-oil brand, which is very much important today. When I talk about change, where are we? On learning, yeah, let's go next, please. Thank you. Be a change agent, which I already said that, you need to change quicker. And as, we were into all the edible oils, we were growing faster, we were opening up Surat, we just opened up Bombay at that time. We also opened up Indore. We thought that, now we need to diversify into other things, like other arena. We need to move away from oils. So oils में मैंने सोचा कुछ premiumization किया जाता है. Let's launch something that is more different. तो हमने cold pressed oils launch करने का सोचा, and that was a thing that was not prominent in Gujarat at that time. So I had to go to south of India, stayed there for 15 days, learned everything, got back and set up our own small plant in Rajkot for cold pressed oil and launched cold pressed oils. Let me tell you learning of cold pressed oil. अब मैं तेल की बात करूँ तो हम सबको हमारे तेल के जो प्राइस होते हैं ना सबको पता होता है. 10 रुपए भी बढ़ते तो न्यूज़पेपर में आ जाता है हाईलाइटेड कि भाई सिंग तेल ना भाव रातों रात वही है. तेल या राजा बहु कमाई रहे हैं. So edible oil, sugar, all these things are staples, are essential commodities. The price, the margins are very thin. We need to make sure that it is a high volume business. At that time, I had to launch cold pressed oil. एक तेल की मैं बात करूँ तो groundnut oil is 150 rupees a liter आज के टाइम में. And at that time I wanted to launch cold pressed oil that was 350 rupees a liter. So my father said, I think we have lost it. We are a joint family. So my uncles and all decided कि तू 5 रुपये ज़्यादा ले नहीं पा रहा है, तू 200-300 रुपये ज़्यादा क्या लेगा. So that's where the first learning came into the picture कि सिर्फ गुजराती मार्केट में हमें क्यों बेच रहे हैं. Why can't we go beyond Gujarat and sell? Why we Gujaratis can sell anywhere? No, let's go Bangalore, let's go Delhi. Why not go? As such, cold pressed oils was more prominent in South, so let's sell it in Bangalore. So हमने डिसाइड किया कि 350 रुपीज़ लीटर ही रखना है, उससे सस्ता तो नहीं रखना है. So we launched cold press में groundnut, sesame, coconut mustard, सब कुछ. As soon as we launched the 350 rupees a liter, we hardly were selling 2 bottles a day, and my uncles did a meeting internally. कि ये तो फैक्ट्री बंद करवा के रहेगा, चलो इसको बोलो वापस तेल पे ही ध्यान दें. सो उससे मैंने सीखा दैट व्हाई डू यू नीड टू सेल योर प्रोडक्ट इन द सेम FMCG लाइन, इन द सेम एडिबल ऑयल लाइन. लेट्स मेक अ न्यू चैनल. हम नई टीम बिल्ड करते हैं. उस टाइम मैंने सबसे पहले एक चीज़ सीखी कि अगर आपको कुछ महंगी चीज़ बेचनी पड़ती है, तुम्हारे सेल्स का बंदा भी वैसा होना चाहिए. अप टू डेट शर्ट वर्ट रेडी पहन के घूमना पड़ता है. यू जस्ट कांट बी कोई भी ऐसे चप्पल पहन के आगे और बेचने लगेंगे. सो दैट्स नॉट इट. यू नीड टू चेंज योर एंटायर पैटर्न ऑफ सेल्समैनशिप. अचानक एक गुजराती बोलने वाले से वहाँ पे इंग्लिश बोलना शुरू कर दिया था. सो दैट इज व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड रियलाइजिंग नो इट्स नॉट सिंपल. कुछ ला देना इज नॉट द एंड ऑफ द थिंग. उसी की वजह से सो व्हाइल वी वर नॉट सेलिंग माय प्रोडक्ट्स, मेरी सेल्स की टीम ट्रेन हो रही थी. आई रियलाइज व्हाई नॉट वी पुट एंड कोविड हिट. जैसे ही कोविड हिट किया, डिजिटल रेवोल्यूशन वाज स्टार्टेड कमिंग इन. दुकानें बंद हो गई थी, सिर्फ ऑनलाइन मिल रहा था. एंड वी बीइंग अ सप्लाई चेन चैंपियंस इन गुजरात, we had to make sure that how do we cater to pan India, and we started our own e-commerce platform named shopgulab.com. So that was a big learning that you need to move ahead with time. जो time बोल रहा है वो करो. My dad, being a typical orthodox entrepreneur, he also started doing his meetings in G-Meet. At that time I realized my father is also evolving quicker than I am, then why aren't we doing? So we set up a team who was operating from home in different places, and we were delivering edible oil online from Shop Gulab, and we were delivering pan-India. So now all of a sudden from Gujarat we were a pan-India brand, and that was the vision that my father always had, that क्यों Gulab groundnut oil can't be a pan-India brand. Just to let you know a little bit about Gulab, groundnut oil के बारे में ऐसा मैं बोल सकता हूँ that 40% of the trade is handled by my company, और जो भी रेट गुलाब groundnut oil आज निकालता है, my father takes out that rate. That's a benchmark rate of groundnut oil in India today. So that is what is the power of Gulab groundnut oil and what my father has achieved and we as a company have achieved. So as soon as we were delivering our products pan-India, all the Gujaratis across India who were not getting Gulab as Gulab Singh Tel started getting my cold pressed oils. And inspired from that, my father started enjoying the process. He said, "Have to तारे Gulab Singh Tel पे आप कुछ पढ़ से boss." Because my friend from Raipur called me that you are giving your cold press, why aren't you giving your filtered groundnut oil? He said, we want your peanuts also. तो हमारे raw peanuts भी आते हैं. So now my first time in last 4 years, my father, my uncles, everybody sat together. They called me and I thought they were gonna beat me up or they're just gonna scold me, and they said, Dishit, I think we want to list our groundnut oil also on Shop Gulab. What should we do? And we'll help you do the supply chain. So that's what I say, that keep innovating, keep ideating, keep doing different things at the same time. When I talk about shopgulab.com, we were growing and COVID was hit. And this time, we also set up a good network in Bombay, we were doing in Bangalore. ये सब हो रहा था, तो लग रहा है things are so nice, so blossomy, सब बढ़िया बढ़िया है. But that's where my next slide also comes into the picture. That shuru kar dena is the easiest thing, guys, is the most easiest thing. Challenges never end, but so shouldn't your drive. What if you are finding challenges? That's okay. It's a part of the journey. आपने कुछ शुरू किया है, तो you are definitely going to have your own challenges, right? So as soon as we launched cold pressed oils, filtered groundnut oil, we're delivering pan-India. At the same time, people wanted more. Now somebody coming to my website or my sales team who was going to Bangalore, they're saying, sir, I have just have 4 products. I'm not able to justify my salary. My father was also saying the same thing. My team was also saying the same thing. Somebody coming to my shopgulab.com also said, sir, you are just giving me 10 products. इसमें हमारा क्या होगा? We would rather buy from Amazon, or that time Flipkart was doing well. तब तो Blinkit और ये सब थे भी नहीं. I mean, they were just growing. That time it was grow first. So at that time, I thought, it's time to go beyond. And also, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हमने गुलाब के नाम पे launch कर दी थी. So for example, a new audience sitting in Bangalore, while I'm selling my fancy cold pressed oil, I don't know if you can see the bottle, but my fancy cold pressed oil bottle in Gulab, a Bangalore young kid was telling, ये गुलाब क्या है यार? What is this Gulab name? So I was like, ये बात भी सही है यार, बहुत कुछ गुलाब कर लिया, Gulab oils, Gulab good day, shopgulab.com. So one day I thought, let's change the name, let's come up with something new. And that's when we launched True Story Organics. Let me tell you a little bit about True Story Organics. Now this name True Story, technically where it was inspired from, this name is also inspired from our journey. Something that we guys believe in since last 50 years, since what ethics has been passed down to me from my grandfather. We guys are very true to our product. We guys are very true to our quality, and we are very true to our customers, and that's what made the name True Story Organic. It's just a contemporary name to Gulab oils today. And that's when we got into the newer category of sugar, flour, spices, and the new arena altogether opened up for us. So as soon as from, let's say, in a journey of 2017 till 2022-23, the brand evolved from an edible oil company to a, let's say, a holistic 50 product FMCG company. And now we were not just dealing with Ahmedabad or let's say Surat or let's say Bombay, we are dealing in Bangalore, Delhi, we are dealing in Raipur, we are dealing with multiple pan-India products. So the entire positioning, the team, the professionalism, everything started changing. And it was so hard for my team to analyze and adjust with the speed. And that's what made me realize that, you need to have professionals. And while we have 2 RJs right there, I have half of my FM team working with me today in Ahmedabad, which is one of my biggest strengths, and I love the culture that you guys are taught and everything. So learning never ends. Learning is something that never ends, So while we launched True Story Organics, I also launched a social platform named Women's Social Corner, an engaging platform for women in 2019, which was very small at that time. But today, it is 100K followers on Instagram. We are a community in 25 cities with 25,000 active female members across all the cities. It is a community that's run by a male. It's run by me. And and still, if I am there on the group, people will ask, why is this guy in the group? Because nobody knows it is being started by me. But coming back to that, why did I start that? So basically, being an edible oil company, we were connecting with women day in, day out. My first thing as a person coming in Gulab Oils was sitting at my depot, talking to every female entering my shop and why are they buying a groundnut oil, or why are they buying Rani, or why are they buying Tirupati or Fortune. My only thing was to make sure that my audience keeps increasing, and I was connecting with female more and more and more and more. And that's when I thought of idea that now let's connect all of these females online. And that's how we started with Women's Social Corner. Can we do next? Okay, that's last, but I'll still take one more point. While I was doing all of this, let's say I had my 5 brands working pan-India, doing all these, marketing campaigns, going live, doing all the salesmanship and everything. I was paying a lot of fees for communication, designing, and illustrations and everything. And one day I realized that this is something that we need in-house, this has to have in-house. This is my own USP, and that's how I started my own branding studio named Vani Studios. Now again, let me tell you an example. Give you an explanation why Vani and how did Vani come into. My name is Dishit Nathwani. Nathwani se aaya Vani, and Vani is the type of communication language, and that's how Vani Studios came into the picture. And myself, I'm also known for my communication and how a brand journey can evolve in last, let's say, 10 years. And that's what my friends and family were inspired in. That's how I started, just something of my passion and made sure that how do I monetize it. And that's how Vani came into the picture. And that's how, again, the next challenges would be Women's Social Corner. How do we monetize that? So we made an app. We are going blogging, vlogging. We have a YouTube page. We do a lot of podcasting. It's ever evolving. If you ask me today, are we a FMCG company or are we a startup or something else? We are evolving, and we're a tech company, we're a service-oriented company. Is the vision forward? But with challenges, with the passion that we do, with the desi businesses that we run, I always believe that we need to lead with empathy. I always believe that vision and culture flows top down. But effort, hard work always comes bottom up. तो तुम्हारे पास सबसे ज़्यादा क्या है पता है आपकी टीम. Why not you make sure that they enjoy the process of working with you? The first thing I realized, भाई कितने भी बड़े हो जाओगे, FMCG कितनी भी बड़ी कंपनी हो जाएगी, 2, 3, 5 साल में कमाने नहीं वाले हो, घर पे कुछ नहीं ले जाओगे. Rather make sure that the team is enjoying your 10 hours you're putting in your office is enjoying, and they need to grow with you. You don't grow yourself, and that is the thing that has come to me from my father, that we should lead with empathy. And I'll also add to that you need to lead with speed and power and a lot of energy, because it is contagious. It keeps flowing rapidly. So that's it time, but I'll tell. At that time, when I started, the company was 500 CR. Today we are doing 2,500 crores in 2024-25. We were a team of 30 people, we are a team of 300 people now. We started from a small town in Junagadh. My dad brought it to Ahmedabad, I brought it to Pan India. But I always say one thing, that everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Sabko $1 billion company kar deni hai. But 99% of the people are going to fail, or they fail. Only 1% succeeds. Is the guy who is not feared from trying that one more time. One more time, वो 99 बार फेल होके भी और एक बार ट्राई करने के लिए अगर वो थकेगा नहीं ना, he'll definitely be a $1 billion company in the near future. That's what my learning, and that's what is my privilege today. Thank you.